Hi, you guys. Finally, I've gotten to the third quarter moon over Mar-a-Lago. Very interesting. I had so many questions before I started this that I just made a video pertaining to everything related to the Arizona recount, the big lie, the somewhere else related to the recount, Donald and an obsession over it, the purpose of it, that insurrectionist who's there now counting ballots. I didn't get to the Arizona GOP, but if you want to see that, it's the video posted right before this one. And this one is all about the third quarter moon. This is a very difficult, consequential third quarter moon for many reasons. First, it's the first Saturn-Uranus conjunction with Uranus in Taurus. So not only has Uranus and Taurus been a huge shakeup for the last 2 years, well, now the sun is conjunct that at 10 degrees. Oh wait, we did have one last year. Pardon me. But this one that we just had last week was extremely consequential for the GOP and for Donald Trump. And we have some other news that's been coming out in this quarter moon. I want to see what's going on not only with Donald, but Rudy, Victoria, and the recount. We'll see how long this goes. But here it is. I already laid out the cards. Whoops. You guys know. Oh, darn it. You know what? I have to put these up here because you have to see the horoscope. This is Donald. And so these are going to go up here. These are below the horizon. Okay. So this horoscope over Mar-a-Lago, this is very interesting because we've got 20 degrees Virgo on the Ascendant. The thing that is giving life to this chart for the week, we have mutable signs on all the angles of the chart. If this is the horizon, the east-west horizon, the sign that was coming over the eastern horizon at the time of this chart was Virgo. Virgo rules this area, day-to-day operations, your day-to-day routine, your health, military and intelligence. It is supposed to be the public servant, but so related to this chart, we have those things. Now, the top of the chart where the sun hit its highest peak now is at 20 degrees Gemini. This is so interesting because, again, we have 20, 20, 20. 20 Gemini. The western horizon where the sun sets is 20 Pisces. And the bottom of the chart, the gravitational pull beneath the feet there, Mar-a-Lago, is 20 degrees Sagittarius. Donald's sun is 21 degrees Gemini. His moon is 21 degrees Sagittarius. So the top of the chart and the bottom of the chart, we have Donald's fame, his public self. At the bottom of the chart, his physical moon and how he's feeling about this and all the private matters related to that. He does not have a say about what's coming in and out of his life, basically, because of the square and the tension. Whatever energy and messages are arriving, it's like he's at conflict. He's on his heels. He can't really be the driver of what's happening. Now, this is a day chart. This quarter moon happened during the day. The last 3 or 4 weeks or so, we've had the lunations where the sun and the moon, they're beneath the horizon. We're not able to see things. Plus, they've been at night, so it's given a different flavor and feel to the lunations. Today, the sun is in the sky, conjunct Uranus, squaring the moon beneath the horizon, and already we have activated virulent storms. We've got tornadoes all over the place, or tornado warnings, just sudden out of the blue. Here we go. That's all that red tension between what's above the horizon and what's below the horizon. There's so much mixing with all the elements and the signs. We have fixed signs, Taurus and Aquarius. Those are fixed signs. They're stubborn signs. But something has to give. Something absolutely has to give. So if we look over here, this fifth house of the sun, this is usually in Washington, D.C., the fifth house of the president, the leader, your true love, your creativity, but also the leader, because the sun represents a leader in a horoscope. So if that's the case of Mar-a-Lago, the former guy, his mind is on the finances and monies and shared resources he has going on, and the unexpected things related to it, be it news, money, people, women, and overseas, far away, things with the law. He can't really do a whole lot here. It's just kind of an inactive holding pattern for him. Later this week, he'll get more drawn into this, but right now he really can't do a whole lot. The moon down here, it's conjunct Saturn, and it just passed. That is why today, the first part of today, just felt so heavy. The weather and the air felt like it condensed, like it got thicker. Well, that's because the moon, which is related to moisture, conjuncted Saturn, which is related to low pressures and high pressures. Low pressures in Capricorn, high pressures in Aquarius. So we've got the low and the high, mixing it up. The other thing that stands out for me here, we've got Neptune on the Descendant. Neptune is that nebulous sign that has to do with toxins and people and gases and dreaminess and inspiration, waters and floods. It's on the Descendant. For me, when in the Terrascope in Washington, D.C., this Neptune often to me represented Donald. It's conjunct the Descendant. So he is holding very close to him his relationships and his secrets. Okay? So I already threw out these cards for the Terrascope over Mar-a-Lago. And so let's just see what we have here. What's in store? I need to grab my pen and turn these over. So on the Ascendant, we have the void of course moon. Something is missing. Actually, it's not. What a void of course moon means that as a moon is traveling through the signs, it makes aspects and angles with other planets. It's considered void of course when it gets to the later degrees and it's not touching any other planet before it exits the sign. And usually in these late degrees, that's like when things get kind of hazy and sleepy. It's better time. Time is better spent reflecting and meditating on something, not starting something new. So the void of course moon missing, associated with Donald. Often they're waiting for another piece because there's some sort of propaganda or op that they're planning and when to launch it. Also, I've noticed that when the moon is really void, that's when news cracks through that wasn't expected. The moon and soul. This has been a card for me representing China as well. But the moon here is in the fifth house of the sun. It's very emotional. It's very rigid. It's touched Saturn, which is authority. Pluto is down here with destruction. Does he have that ability to call that based on his emotions, to be destructive and plan something? And what he wants to do is in total conflict over here with what he's able to do and what he's able to pull off. So he's like waiting on stuff. I just feel like he can't really do anything. There's like a pause and he can't get a grip on things. This first house, we have the third house of messages. So he is in some deep discussions. And that's what really matters to him. So, and it's in this area of Sagittarius. So these messages have to do with the law and someone far away. His secrets we have, oh boy. Sixth house routine. So he has some secrets and mischief going on here. Lies relating to this area, the sixth house, public servants, and, you know, the GOP. These are two unfortunate areas. And his hidden enemy are the air element, his communication. So he's just getting himself in deeper trouble. This 11th house here, these are your networks and your friends over Mar-a-Lago. We've got the 12th house and escape. Again, trying not to deal with some sort of reality that's going on with his networks, trying to escape that, and then work on some more communications and some more plans to overturn something. Could this be an election, perhaps? Look at all this activity. There's already this much movement. And when there's this much movement, it's like he's trying anything. What's crowning him? Mar-a-Lago, the fourth. Oh my gosh. Yes. So what's crowning him? This is interesting because we have Mars here. Action. Oh, I gotta tell you about this. Aggression in the skies to see. So there's something that he's going to be beating the drum about that much more so, because what's happening above him, remember his sun is right here. All of who he is has an effect on kind of his karma and where he comes from, how to protect himself. What's happening in the skies, excuse me, is really creating a sense of extreme vulnerability for him. Ninth house, lands far away, law enforcement. We have Pisces, I believe. So he's got some narrative, I think, that's been made up through his imagination on people that, number one, he thinks can help him through law enforcement, whatever he did when he left. The faith that he has in people to pull something off and something far away. We have Lilith, Black Moon Lilith. And you know what? He has been lining up with Lilith. So Black Moon Lilith has represented our deepest pains in our nation. And I think it's also going to be associated with the insurrection and the pain. So these are his pains too that he's in denial about. We have money coming up. We have communications coming up. We have eclipses coming up. Mercury's in Taurus. It's gonna switch here into Gemini real quickly, and then things are just gonna speed up real fast again. And again, it's gonna feel like we've got our head on a swivel trying to keep up with the news. In the 8th house of shared resources, where the sun is, he's got Virgo. I analyze. So oftentimes with him, you know, he's still trying to figure out a narrative, a story. It's also surveillance. It's also investigating. He's got his grubby hands where they don't belong. And this is with public servants. I feel like this could still be this recount business. This area, the 7th house of partnerships, he's got Mercury, mind, reversed. So it's like with his partners, they've made up their mind, but it's not the truth. It's a different narrative. And you've got Neptune right here. So it's like the communications he's having with his partners is to really create more illusion, protect their lies and their secrets. But it's to the point where the lying is so out of control. 6th house, public servants. Oh my goodness. Water element sense. Oh my goodness. So, you know, this is water element sensing when he was in office, you would often see this upright when they had their people on the ground surveilling the protest, trying to get a feel for what's going on the ground. These are emotions, but think of emotions through propaganda and social media. So trying to sense what's going on in DC with public servants and trying to wiggle his way out of something that isn't quite working out right. This is a mess. You have the 5th house of the sun. He has creativity. He is still trying to be super creative about the narrative he's telling, about why he still should be the president and how things were unfair. I mean, he's really grasping here. And this might also be, yeah, I just got a yes, pulling in his kids. 4th house. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Aries, I am. So this is represented, oh, Jesus, by Mars. He wants to do something desperately. This card is down here. It is squaring off the Ascendant energies that are coming in. It's squaring off with the Descendant, his partners and other people. And what's crowning him in Washington, D.C. has everything to do what's going on down here. Now remember, this is his emotional moon, and there's eclipse points here and insurrection energy here. So he is making up his mind to do something pretty aggressive and bold. He's going to have a hard time with it. 3rd house message. Oh, the 10th house world. Look at all these reversals, you guys. So the world card, this is, oh my gosh, holy cow, a very bold card. It has to do with your career and your aspirations and your public self. So we have 3rd house messages coming into here that's playing on the world. It's reversed, so it's like something you're not very proud of or that you don't really want people to see. It's small. It's, so here we go. 3rd house messages. We're going to go, those messages that he's got with other people abroad coming up here. Now that's crowning him. Everyone can see it. And now he wants to protect himself down here because he's feeling rather insecure. So he's going to aggressively do something over here. There's Aries. There's his wound, shared resources. And in terms of his income, his money coming in, oh my God. Scorpio, I transform. Something's happening with this quarter moon that is transforming the way his money is happening. I think that's what President Biden is talking about with money launderers and money abroad. The money's going to come out, you guys. So this energy still has to settle in this week. But there's been a major shift and a major switch that has been flipped. And we're going to start seeing pieces of that. Okay? So when we look at the tarot for him this week, he has the Wheel of Fortune here. Oh, the Page of Cups. So he has a Wheel of Fortune timing, something that was made beneficial for him. Oh, wait, this is on the Ascendant. But then we have the Page of Cups reversed, which is bad news. So usually, as I was saying in that previous video, the Page of Cups upright is usually when he's working like with the Russia and the China on a propaganda thing or trying to test messaging. They get the Page of Cups upright and things work out for him. Reversed, the message isn't working. Things are not so fortunate. So he's got some problems here with some missing pieces and the messages that are coming out. 1st house of who he is, his identity. Judgments. There are major judgments that are coming out. And those are based on his messages. They have messages about him. Oh my gosh, His secret. Where's that moon card? So look at this. Look at this was on the Ascendant, the moon slash soul. China, his emotions. His secret is the moon reversed. China reversed. Things have been changed. And the hidden enemy is the Page of Wands. I just got Rudy on that. That's the news that's coming out. Look at this. 6th house routine. That was reversed. There is something coming out with the GOP day-to-day activities that they've been keeping secret with the moon, with the China. Something that has been in operation for a while, that was predictable, and they were working through cycles of planning together. But the hidden enemy then are all the air, the communications with the news that's coming abroad. I think that's Rudy. So in his 11th house of networks, escape, keep these things secret, he has the 10 of Cups. Okay, here we go. This 10 of Cups card has been shifting around a little bit more for me lately. You know, that's a card for the Republican party, the 10 of Cups. It's been for the Proud Boys. But this, I think, is more like the billionaire oligarchs, the sponsored donors who make the decisions on what the Republican Party does, the ones who are wanting this recount. The money that's tied in between those billionaires and abroad. So trying to keep secret these people, oligarchs, now I've got Victoria Tenzing in my mind, and like Ukraine. This is like the transnational thing, the 12th house escape. They don't want anyone to know, but 12th house, that is limitless. That's boundless. This could be anywhere. What's crowning him in Mar-a-Lago? We've got, oh boy. Oh. We have the Hermit card reversed. So the Hermit card is usually like investigations. Upright. Reversed. Are the investigations complete? Have they been interrupted? Have they been exposed? Are we done here? Because this has to do 4th house on the down here, what Donald did. There's something coming to light with investigations. 9th house, lands far away. Pisces, I believe. I have faith in law enforcement. I have faith in my pals abroad that they're going to do something. And we have here, oh my God, another reversal. He's been getting so many reversals lately, you guys. I mean, it's really bad. So, oh my gosh. The Knight of Cups reverse. Or, nope, this is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles. Think mercenaries, the people that carry the money for Donald to do whatever. I was kind of getting a hit recently that another way Rudy was getting paid was somehow through the State Department and money being laundered through Rudy and another entity, and everyone would get their cut for it. The Knight of Pentacles is the one who also offers the votes, offers the negotiations, and is very helpful. So there's a person here who got caught that he believed would help out, but I don't think they're going to be so helpful after all. Again, we have the North Node we are in eclipse weather. We have an eclipse starting next month. So this is winding down into new eclipse energy, things unfolding. So we've got money news abroad. We have the pain of the insurrection abroad. We have Mercury. There is a lot coming out there. In this 8th house, shared resources, being under investigation, analyzing things. Jeez, the 9 of, oh my gosh, here's the 9 of Wands upright. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. This almost is how something foreign has penetrated our defense systems, how the past administration allowed things to penetrate our defenses, and how other people, like maybe Rudy overseas, allowed his narrative to get penetrated for something else, someone else. And it could be I just got military, something with the military defense department. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here in partnerships, we have a Mercury mind, a cover-up or a change of mind, change of plan. Donald has, there you go, the Lovers. A lover has had a change in mind in what they're doing. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be nice if Rudy flipped? I'm not going along with this anymore. Could it be? We'll see. Because I'm going to throw his cards against this next in the next part, okay? So the 6th house, public servants, water element sensing. Maybe people are sensing they're in trouble. This is not going so well. This is very choppy. It's very wavy, very unsettling. Donald has the 9 of Pentacles. So those are the oligarchs. Those are the contributions. These are the people who have been, who were paid off and bribed through public servants. I got Elaine Chao just came to my mind. I've got Eric Prince coming to mind. I've got Rudy. All of them. Ukraine oligarchs. Firtash. 5th house of the sun. That's where the moon is now in this quarter moon. Donald has the Hierophant. The government. Oh man. So he's trying to put a spin on the government and what he did and what the government should do for him. 4th house, I am. He says I am. I am going to do what? I am the high priestess reversed. I wasn't part of that. That's what it is. I wasn't part of that. This is denying. He's going to deny he was ever part of the high priestess, the Russia, and interference. 10th house world, getting flipped on his head in the public skies. Holy crap. The Ace of Swords reversed is coming down on him. These are all the lies. This said, look, it's giving life to this chart. Our messages, now we have the messages are going to be on a world stage about lies. What lies? The magician reverse. So the lies, how they manipulated a lot of things to get what they wanted. Donald made some offers. There's some missing information. We're trying to fill in the gaps, but there's judgments. This, I have my stomach, I feel sick to my stomach and nauseous reading this because of all the, I feel like I am going to have motion sickness on a boat in the ocean. Like I almost want to go grab my sea bands right now. It's that, oh my gosh. Totally wavy. Man, is he upset? 2nd house, income gains. Holy shit, there you go. Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Pentacles, that is the power, that's the opportunity, that's the new world that Donald was going to build with Putin, reversed. That money is getting transformed. Biden is announcing a thing about like the wealthy have to pay their way, but also something about money laundering is coming out with the rules and executive orders. What does this relate to with the Ace of Pentacles? We have his money, 3 of Cups, and all the conspiracies he was involved with Russia. I mean, it can be elections, it can be Ukraine, it can be the firing of Yovanovitch, all that stuff abroad. This is how 3 of Cups, this is his negotiations. There's always money for him, money for someone else, and then there's always money for the target of whatever they're going after. Crazy. Okay, I am going to now throw the cards out for Rudy and see where he fits in all this. If you like this video, please click like. Please check your subscriptions. We'll see you soon. Bye.